Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah from Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest celebrity news, reality TV, Jeff Lewis Live. Hello, hello, hello. If you are new here, welcome. Get comfortable in comments. Let us know where you're from. This is our place to have opinions about things, but also be respectful. So, anyways, today we are going to chat a little Andy Cohen Live, a little Lizzo, a little Ali Shapiro, Jill Zarin's daughter. We're going to chat 90-day Fiance Tell All, and then, of course, today's Jeff Lewis Live, which I still have. Don't get me started on this dang app. Do I have 6 months? Read what this means. What is an hour 35 into it, hour 36, and I have 6 minutes left. So is that, I have no idea what that means. I am on Carrie Lewis and the second hour with Sarah Colonna. Shoot, what are they? Oh, they just talked about Gage. We'll definitely talk about Gage. But anyways, I was listening. I was busy. My husband needs to get a root canal, so I had to go pick up an antibiotic for him today. If you ever have a husband with a toothache on a Sunday afternoon, I tell you. Anyways, so I all of a sudden put my phone down and it starts replaying Andy Cohen and John Hill, which I'd already listened to this morning. So so I had to wait till they brought it back up again. So anyways, let me get our comments going. Please, before you get in comments, take that second to hit the thumbs up button. Apparently, it goes away once you get into comments. So if not, then go back after the YouTube and hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed to me everywhere at Sarah from Texas Podcast. I would really appreciate it. Hello, everybody. Ooh, is Omar new? Laura, Marla, Lisa, Michael, Raquel, Nurse M, Lucy, Michelle, Cecily, who else? Krista, Annette, Kay Kitty. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's get into it. I did put the link up at the very bottom. So if you want to, at the very top, the link to come on live and ask a question or comment towards the end. So that is there. And if you want it, just put it in comments and I'll put the link there again if anyone needs it. So here is the link. It's just a simple, it's not even a Zoom. It's like instantaneous. It's easy. Okay, so let's chat. First of all, our weather today is fantastic. Besides a little bit of drizzly rain, it is not cold anymore. I'm so happy. Wonder what it's going to be. Yesterday, I tried to go for a walk. Started pouring down. It says it's 58. Feels like 52. Now, I do have sweatpants because it's all that fits my fat ass. And this thin like a thin but very warm 2-pack shirt that I got from Marshall's. Anyway, so maybe, and then I'm wearing Uggs, so maybe that's why. But anyways, I tried to go out for a walk and it was drizzling again after it had poured raining all day. So I drove to the gym and got in like 20, 25 minutes there. So anyways, today I'm hoping to take a walk in the outside because I do enjoy the somewhat fresh air versus the non-fresh air. Okay, so I was listening to Andy Cohen Live this morning. I mean, I love when him and John Hill chat. And y'all know I want them back together so bad. John Hill is about to go stay in New York City from February 1st to February 21st. I feel like it's like 3 weeks. He's going to get like a sublet or something like that. I cannot wait for them to be in studio, hanging out, chatting to each other. It is such a better vibe when they're doing that. So they're chatting and somehow they're talking about Andy Cohen's assistant, not Darian. Oh my gosh, what is his assistant's name? I do not have it. Oh my gosh, it's not Dana. Somebody tell me what Andy Cohen's assistant's name is. I'm dying. I know she lives in LA now, but anyways, he's talking about how he loves having a lesbian assistant. He'll always have a lesbian assistant. And which made me, of course, think of Jeff loving that his, house manager right now, or former house manager, I guess, was a lesbian. Anyways, John Hill calls a lesbian an Uncle Kathy. Darren, thank you. Daryn. Thank you. Thank you, Annette. And I'd never heard anyone say Uncle Kathy. I guess it's John's own name for it. But they started talking about kids. And of course, Lucy comes up, who is 3 years old. Now, I cannot believe it. He always gets this alert when she goes potty at the little daycare thing that she goes to, which I think is so cute. Do y'all like that banner that says hit the scrums, or do you want me to just do that to where you just hit the mic? Tell me in comments. Does this even help y'all remember to hit that? Let's see. What am I doing? Damn it, damn it, damn it. I cannot multitask. I swear to you. Now I just made my screen smaller. Banner. Okay, there's both of them. Is that okay? Or do you just want the little tiny one scrolling down at the bottom? Why can't you remember anything? Because I'm live? Are you going to be a dipshit? Don't be a dipshit. Don't come here and be a dipshit. No dipshits allowed. Save that for your personal friends and family if you have any. Okay, so they're talking about Lucy, or Andy is talking about Lucy, and that, she loves saying the word underpants right now. And I'm like, who says underpants except for like Captain Underpants or, some kind of whatever. Then they get into the conversation. John Hill, who has no kids, wants no kids, is like, why can't she say panties? And Jordan, who's the producer, always chimes in. I love when Jordan chimes in. She's got I think she has a 5 or 6-year-old son. So Andy Cohen has a 5-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter. Jordan has one son. So Jordan chimes in, is like, I think it's so, I don't know, I'm paraphrasing. I made a video about it with the actual clip, but something like, I don't know, it just sounds so creepy when a 3-year-old toddler says the word panties, like, ew. And John Hill's like, wait, what? Okay, I'm a mom of 5, mom to 4 daughters. I don't understand what the problem is with the word panties. So then John Hill, which I love him even more for this, qualifies it. It's not panties, because that might sound a little creepy. It's panties, Pannies. And I'm like, oh my God, I love the word panties. Like Dora panties, Barbie panties. Oh my gosh, whatever favorite cartoon they're into, panties. I mean, I loved it. So then it made me think, like, who is right? Like underpants, like like that's 3 syllables. Panties just rolls off the tongue. Like, what is so wrong with a toddler girl saying panties? I don't know. Thought it was super cute. He is like trying to sell his apartment. He's got this other apartment being made, being built, whatever, and it's still not finished yet, but he's going through things, cleaning them out. He still has an AIDS test from like the 80s that says that we think, or something like, we believe you don't have AIDS. And John Hill's like, well, do you? And he's like, I mean, wasn't very concise, was it? He's got love letters still from John Hill. And he started reading part of it. And John Hill was like, well, don't read the content. I'm like, read them all. Like every day you need to tease us with reading a new. Can you imagine? Like John Hill is a performer, but he's also a writer. Can you imagine a love letter from him to Andy Cohen? It was like, I love you. I want to be with you for the rest of my life. You make me such a better person. It was so sweet. Oh, now, Stephanie, come on now. Stephanie says, Panties has a bad rap along with moist. I don't know. I do love. Lisa says, I'd tell her to say granny panties because I love saying that. Me too. But do 3-year-olds have granny panties? I mean, I don't know. Okay, so y'all are agreeing with John Hill, with Andy. I mean, that panties is kind of weird. Does anyone agree with me that panties is okay? I don't see anyone agreeing with me. Yes, I do love. Tiffany Chump says, I love Jordan's laugh. I used to love Alyssa's laugh too on Reality Checked. And Alyssa and Jameson talked a lot more on Reality Checked than they do. Well, Jameson talks a lot, but everyone complained when Alyssa talked. I actually liked her on that. So anyways, well, let me know in comments. Are you team Andy with saying the word underpants? Are you team John Hill with saying the word panties or panties? Or I guess Jordan is also just team Andy or team John. Anyways, I do want to hear the love letters. He also has the first bank opening thing from when he got a checking account in New York City. Like, I think there's a thing for that. Like, I think whatever means something to you. Now, a lot of times I'll keep things and then I go through it again and I'm like, okay, Now I'm ready to get rid of it. So I think whenever you're ready to get rid of it, but I think if something means something to you, like when he moved to New York, this is where he was going to live. Like I sort of love it. So some of y'all say undies. Tell me another word you say for it too. If you don't like underpants, which I don't think most 3-year-olds are saying underpants, panties or panties, then tell me another word that you use. It's better than drawers. I like that too. Anyways, I love them so much. So make sure you're listening to Andy Cohen Live. Okay, Lizzo. I'm not a huge Lizzo fan. Like, I know there's been a lot of drama. She is very popular. I don't know if she's put on any new music lately or super lately, but anyways, she's a plus size singer, and there's been a lot of debate lately because she's losing weight. So I think it was yesterday she put up all these pictures, like she's modeling all these different bathing suits that she's got on. She is not admitting to any weight loss shots, though. She's just kind of hinting at maybe the use of Ozempic, okay? But she's also not calling her weight loss. She's calling it weight release. I'm kind of okay with that term. Like, what do you think? Weight loss or weight release? You're kind of like getting rid of it. Weight loss feels like this was bogging you down. I don't know. Weight release does too. There's got to be a better term. A lot of us in this whole, which I did listen to another one of the Oprah podcasts last night, which was so good, basically talking about the emotional improvements and how you feel more confident in about yourself when you go on these weight loss shots and lose weight if you have an obesity issue. And they called it a disease. They're not saying it's an addiction. They're saying it's a disease, that obesity. But Oprah talks several times also about how in the late 80s, she got a lot of flack on the Oprah Winfrey Show for when they first said that alcoholism was a disease. And she said that people would just go, oh, we'll just put that drink down. We'll just don't have tequila. We'll just don't whatever. Just say no, which is a lot of times what they tell us about food. Just put the fork down. Just buy this, just buy that. Don't go through the Taco Bell. Well, we all know the right things to do. It's a matter if we are doing it. You know what I mean? Okay. Tea with Tambo says, Lizzo has been working out. Good for her, but it seems that it has affected her confidence. I'm absolutely okay if it affects her confidence. I want anyone's confidence to go up for any number of reasons that they might have. Jordy says, I'm not a fan of Lizzo because she's too thirsty for me. I mean, I would kind of say that's kind of her job. Or I would kind of say, how do you say this? If you want the limelight, you are a little bit thirsty. She could always write songs and make music for other people behind the scenes, or she could be an attorney and then make music on the weekends at her church, or, sing in the church choir. I would venture to say that if you go the route of being a professional entertainer, then probably you're all a little bit thirsty, which is, not a bad thing, right? I don't know. I just feel like in 2025, get with the program. If you are using something like a weight loss shot, just go ahead and admit it. Be open and honest. I feel like she's got a huge platform. Lots of people are looking at her, and why be vague about it? I mean, let's not be an Erica Jane and say that, oh, I got my hormones fixed. Bitch, you put some shots in your body once a week. You didn't get no damn hormones fixed. You're on Ozempic or something. Like you're not naturally. I mean, at one point she looked like a size 2 or 4. She was tiny when I saw her, noticeably tiny. And, being a grown ass woman, having a kid, that's not exactly easy to do. So anyways, just let me know your thoughts on weight release. Is she, kind of mucking the waters with showing all of these bathing suit pictures where she's lost a lot of weight, but she's not yet admitting to anything? And maybe if you're not using them, then come out and say that I'm not. Like MJ came out on Jeff Lewis Live and said, yes, I've used Ozempic and now I microdose, or I also work out. Who else? Not Gina. Emily from Real Housewives of OC said I had some surgeries that helped, and then I did a month of Ozempic that kickstarted me, and then I started working out 5 or 6 days a week. Good for you. Just stop with and I think I have this myself, the guilt of like, oh, if I gained the weight back, if I didn't gain the weight back, did I work out enough? Did I eat healthy enough? At this point, I have done enough research, and I have been on the Wegovy for, almost 2 weeks now. Wait, what day is this? Ooh, I take another Wegovy shot in 2 days. Anyways, I can tell you the night and day, the life-changing difference it is for me. It is not gonna be that effect if you don't have the food noise and if you don't have obesity as a disease. So, anyways, a little controversial there. Okay, Ali Shapiro, who is Jill Zarin, Real Housewives of New York City, Jeff Lewis Live Chump, her only daughter. She recently went through an engagement breakup from Jordan. They had dated for a couple of years. They were only engaged for a short amount of time. They vacationed a lot with I love the word britches. Oh my gosh, I love that. Bravo and Stone said britches for underwear. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry, I get distracted. Woo! So Ali Sheary, somebody let me know. And I did see the picture of her like dating this guy from Love is Blind. I don't watch Love is Blind, but I guess he's the guy that was, Love is Blind is when they're in these little pods and they're supposed to talk to each other and really get to know each other without judging like what you look like or what brand clothing you wear, what your body looks like, all that kind of stuff. But he was apparently a big fat douchebag about, I'm so looking for the right woman that's not going to use me and be like upset that I have all this money. Like all my loved ones around me passed away and they left me with just gobs and gobs and gobs of money. And I want to come on Love and Blind and make sure that I find the right woman. Like, I sort of want to watch this now. Okay, Cecily, if you watch Love is Blind, do you know enough about Ali Shapiro to know if you think they're a good fit or not? Or was just like a thirst trap where it's like get people talking? Have they admitted that they're dating? I'm not even really sure. You know what I mean? I feel like Allie is going to be happy with anyone that Jill is happy with. You know what I mean? Like that's her only daughter, her only child. Oh, thank you. Shannon says the camera angle looks great today. Good, because I'm leaving it. I'm leaving it. The only thing I would love is my beautiful. Look at that beauty. I mean, I love this Texas pillow so bad. I don't remember which boutique I bought it at, but I just love it so much. I want it front and center everywhere. Got my Jeff Lewis mug up here, my Wynn candle, my Andy Cohen book, the Hideaway Low wines that I bought and never drank. What is this? The Countess Luann. Let's see. Another Wynn candle, an orchid in lieu of Jeff Lewis and his, orchids, Poland Patrique, and then the picture of me and Jeff Lewis from our $10,000 dinner. And then the fake olive tree, of course. Anyway, so thank you. What else? Okay, let's get into Becky Robinson, also known as Entitled Housewife, also known as who I'll be spending Saturday, February 15th with. So I had looked at her concert tickets the last time and I was like, it's a Saturday, February 15th. I was like, I've been married almost 25 years. I mean, we don't really care what night we spend Valentine's if we do, you know what I mean? Like to me, him walking in, like, okay, I told y'all earlier, yesterday, my husband had a terrible toothache and he was like, oh my gosh, taking Tylenol. Then it would feel okay. Then it would feel not good. So he called our dentist first thing this morning. He got an 11:30 appointment. Thank goodness. It's a root canal that he needs. So he's scheduled for that next week, but they need to get rid of this infection first. So I just picked up his prescriptions and everything. He's on alternating Tylenol and Advil. But if you've ever had a husband with a toothache on a Sunday afternoon when he's trying to watch all the football, it wasn't lovely. He was just like, oh, and I'm like, are you taking the time? I mean, I'm so not. Anyways, today he walked in. I'm laying in the bed listening to a show. And he was like, I just want to thank you. I just want to let you know, thank you for everything you do. And of course, I'm such a smart ass. I'm like, I know, I'm pretty awesome, right? And he's like, I mean, and then 2 seconds later, he sends me this TikTok of this comedian talking about how perfect his wife is. But then he's talking about how she loses her phone all the time, loses her keys and all this stuff because he had just heard me. Oh, I can't say it because my phone is right there. But I said, hey, Siri, where are you? And then that's what and so I told him because he was working from home and I said, this is what Luna and I do all day. I said, I walk around trying to look for my phone. I leave my phone in the pantry, on the back of a couch, on the base of the stairs, on top of the other couch, in the bathroom, not the toilet room, but the bathroom, in my closet island counter. I mean, I leave my phone anywhere and everywhere. Literally. I know. Tiffany Chump says, I hate root canals. I feel like they eventually pull it anyways. Might as well just go for the implant. Oh. Ugh, he has an implant on another tooth. That was like $4,000 after insurance. Implants are a pain in the ass. Anyways, what's a Leo? My husband is July 21st. Is that a Leo? I don't even know what he is. I'm not into, I mean, I know I'm an Aries, but I don't really know what he is. Jordy said, Sarah, your husband is a prime example of a Leo with an ailment. I mean, he's pretty good, but I'm just saying, thank goodness I'm the one that birthed the children, because he could never birth our children, right? Wait, what? Kylo says, I know we don't do politics, but you mentioned Jill Zarin. Okay. Oh, Kylo says Jill lost like 10,000 followers because of posting at the inauguration. She was telling Kelly Dodd. Oh, I don't know anything about that. Don't follow Kelly Dodd or Jill Zarin, I don't think. I only follow on Instagram like 39 people. I just can't follow a lot of people because it's so many. A lot of the people I tend to follow. Shoot, how do you find I don't even know how you find the main thing. I'm so clueless. How do you find the main page of Instagram, like where it tells you how many people you follow? Profile, right? But then it's going to my concert I saw at Tom Sandoval. Oh, well, I follow 39 people. So anyways, I'm the same. Yes, I leave my phone everywhere. It's ridiculous. But I did look at the tickets again, and I thought, you know what? It's a perfect Galentine, right? So I did text a few friends. I posted on my personal Facebook so that we're going to go see the Becky Robinson, also known as Entitled Housewife, in Houston on February 15th. So I'm so excited. Tickets are really reasonable. Now, a lot of them weren't on the front center, which I kind of like. I don't want to be front and center, but they were like onesies. So I had to kind of go back to find a big group of seats. But anyways, like in the $53 plus tax range, tax and tips or tax and whatever. So today on the first hour was Entitled Housewife and Doug Buden. They all put this booty cream on. I'm not into booty cream. Like, if my butt is going to look any better, I'm not wearing a thong. I'm not wearing a bikini with a thong. So I don't really know why I would need that. Like, and I certainly don't need to lay on my belly and have my butt, burn and all that kind of stuff. Like, no, thanks. But I love that Jeff gets super, excited about that. So I don't know. Oh, that's true. Mama Judy's husband. Did she say something? Mama Judy's husband was a dentist. Is a dentist. Mama Judy said, implants don't always work. I just had to have one taken out. So irritating. Pay to do it, pay to remove it, pay to replace it with something else. What I did in the back, because years ago, during an intermission of a dance recital rehearsal, I'd taken my daughter to, I think we were at Whataburger or Dairy Queen. Had no pain, nothing, it wasn't a cavity, nothing. No pain at all. And all of a sudden I'm eating a burger and my tooth fell out. And I'm like, oh my God. So I immediately went and got it. Of course, it was on a weekend. So that immediately I went and had an emergency appointment, had it removed. And then all these years, I just kind of left it out because it was in the back. It was the big back tooth. Then that tooth was missing. And then the other tooth. So I didn't really care. Like, no one really saw it. I finally did a bridge recently, though, about last year. So now I have the bridge over 3 teeth. So anyways, but they wanted me to do the implant, and that screw grossed me out. The idea of them drilling in my mouth, and I'm like, no, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah. Yvonne Gal, I have GI issues. Okay. So let's just say some of the surgeries I've had, I could wear G-strings, but I can't wear thongs, if that makes sense. So the width of a G-string of a thong, I can't wear. But the tininess of a G-string I can wear, but I don't really care to wear them that much anyways, but I just don't care what my butt looks like. Anyways. Okay. So Becky is sober in January. Becky, not Entitled Housewife. I don't know if she's ever sober. She's always drinking the White Claws and what have you. Becky Robinson is sober and she's dating some guy, and I guess she banged it out last night with him, so that was very good to know. Then they start talking about if they return things. I am definitely a returner. I'm kind of like Doug. I'm about to return 2 chargers that one of my daughters got me from part of our gift exchange because they were pink, and one just quit working all of a sudden. I didn't even check if the other one, because it was a 2-pack. So I ordered me a new blue one. I've had that for weeks, and I'm about to go return because the snow delayed me, the bad weather, all the things. It's so easy to return things on Amazon. Now, I mean, I've never exchanged a mattress before, but that's kind of what they're made for. I mean, all these ways that, especially that we can buy mattresses sight unseen. We don't lay on them anymore. They come in a box. We can look at reviews, but that doesn't mean you personally get the right one, like a hard mattress, a soft mattress, or a medium mattress, right? So famously last year, Doug was like trying this mattress out, and he was like, do I like it? Do I not? Tons of people were buying it from, the same brand that he had. He ends up exchanging it for, I think, one a little bit even more expensive. So I don't know what they do with the ones that he returns, but anyways, no panty lines. I just don't care if I have well, I do care if I have panty lines in some things. Kylo said, Sarah, you might want to rock a cheeky bikini bottom when you get to your goal size. Oh, I'll rock anything if I get to my goal size. I mean, right? Yeah. Oh gosh. One time when I was let's see, I was almost 37. I was 2 months before I turned 37 when I had the 5th baby. When she was about a year and a half, so then I would have been what, 38ish, 39ish almost. I joined the gym and very quickly lost 40 pounds. So I went from like a size, 12, 14 to like a size 6 was even big on me at White House Black Market, because I remember the jeans that I got from there and I loved. And I'd been a 6 pretty much my whole adult life, but not post 5 babies, right? So, I mean, we went on vacation. I had this 2-piece. Even after breastfeeding 5 babies, my titties were so little. I mean, the stomach was flat. And then I hit about 42. I maintained it for all those years within reason, not exactly, but within reason. And then my mom was sick for 3.5 and mess with my emotions, obviously. But I really feel like at 42, it hit me that like things changed and I just couldn't keep the weight off as easily. So, but yeah, I'll be pulling a Lizzo and be modeling bathing suits for y'all. I don't really give a crap. Okay, Cooking Kibbutz in Thursday is going to be 24 chumps, a huge party. He's making ham delight, so tune in for that at 5 p.m. Pacific on Doug Buden's Instagram. He's even going to have barbecue. Oh, Mama Judy says just wait for 72. I mean, I think with each year, I'll care less and less, right? I mean, I definitely care as far as the health part goes. Like, I never thought I'd be one to have high cholesterol, so that was really freaking me out. That says FIR comments instead of FOR, and that's going to drive me nuts. So I'm going to fix that right now. Hold on. Look how I get super distracted. Save. Okay, sorry, I had to fix the banner. That was driving me nuts. So, I don't think I've ever returned anything to Temu. I mean, Jet says, I love a Temu return. They're like, here's your refund, but go ahead and donate it or throw it away. We don't need it back. Oh, wow. Where do you even return Temu? Like, Amazon's so easy because I just go to our local Kohl's. It's so easy. Mabu says, that part of aging I absolutely love. Don't care what people think. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's chat the second hour, which was Sarah Colonna and Carrie Lewis. As I said, the app messed up and it went back to Andy Cohen live replay. So I didn't get to listen to all of it. So if anything happens, let me know. Oh, I would love that. Mama Judy says, I'm skinny, 5'6". That's very thin. 110, but won't be busting a bikini anytime soon. Oh my gosh. I would love to see you rocking a bikini. There's so many cute one pieces too, though. I mean, there's one pieces that I think have less material than some two pieces that I've seen, right? Anyways, okay. Sarah Colon and Carrie Lewis, she hadn't been on in a while. They're talking about their recent Tahoe trip. Thank goodness for Carrie Lewis. Thank goodness for the mom that is thinking, okay, Jeff, I was even thinking this when they were planning it. And he was saying, oh, we've got jeans. We don't need ski pants. I'm like, yes, you do. Even snowmobiling, your feet are right near the snow. You need snow boots that are waterproof. You don't need to be wearing Uggs that are suede with no socks in them and no heat things. Now, I don't think I bought those heat things for us, but we had the gloves, we had the wraps, we had we had all the right equipment, but you definitely need the ski pants. So I'm glad that Carrie bought some extra ones for them for the snow pants. And the heat pads, because then Jeff was like putting them in the wrong things. You know what I mean? Yeah. Ooh, Yvonne Gal says, I own so many swimsuits. Tankinis are my favorites for the boy shorts. I have, what do you call those? What do you call the weight that's by your thighs? The big love handles. No, that's your belt, your waist. What is it called? The thighs that poke out. I have the top thigh that pokes out. So boy shorts aren't exactly a great look on me, but I love a tankini for covering the belly that looks like a one piece, but it's a two piece to go to the bathroom because I go to the bathroom a whole lot. That's Cecily says, I'm 62. My advice is to have a consistent weight workout, almost more important than cardio. And that's why I love Body Pump, but I do need more cardio with, now that I don't really run anymore for saddlebags. Yes, saddlebags. That's the body style that I have. And when I've been a size 6, that does go away, I must tell you, and it's great. But, I have such huge calves that make me look a lot bigger than I am too. Michael Riley, you're being so quiet. Why are you being so quiet? I'm trying to see if Michael Riley is commenting. He's usually in there. Get in there. Get comfy in comments. By the way, if you saw my Instagram story yesterday, I did have a conversation with someone that is going to start making Sarah from Texas merch. I'm so excited. I was chatting with this person because she offered to make my merch when I was going to do the Sarah from Texas live event this time last year in January. But and I loved her ideas. I loved her pricing. I loved everything. The person that was my producer for that show wanted me to go through his person, which was a completely jacked up price, giving him even more money, all this kind of crap. And I was going to have to buy the items, ship them out, guess if somebody wanted a pink sweatshirt or a black in a size 3XL or a size extra small. This person that I'm working with is amazing. She makes the items as someone orders it. So none of us are out any time or money. So, and she mails it all out for me. It's going to be so good. The only thing I had to say is that I wanted very good quality t-shirts. I don't want just some crap that somebody buys and then never wants to wear because it's not comfortable. And I want really good prices. So, and an easy website to deal with. So she is handling all that and I cannot wait. I will be launching that as soon as it is ready. I'm very excited. So send me your ideas. I did ask on the Sarah from Texas Facebook group. Y'all have said for phrases across the front, chumpette. Anyways, get comfy in comments. What else did y'all say? I'm forgetting about how up here. Anyway, so let me know any ideas that you have. You can put them in comments, but if you DM it to me on Instagram at Sarah from Texas Podcast, I will get it better. So, or put it in the Facebook group, Sarah from Texas. I would appreciate that. Anyways, Kylie says, anyways, can I put shit fire on a t-shirt though? I could do an exclamation for the fire. No, I won't have $65 hoodies. No. But hoodies cost more than sweatshirts. I think sweatshirts are cheaper for everybody. A sweatshirt was cheaper than a hoodie. I don't like a hoodie for putting it up. But anyways, I think everyone loves G-string merchandise. Oh, Shanda, my goodness. I had no idea anyone wants to see. Anyways. Oh, that'd be funny, actually. Or I could put shit fire on the back of a G-string. That's funny. Anyways, oh my God, I really do say it. Oh my God. Oh God. Yes, Tracy says we need a funny saying for the merch. Y'all send me all your creativity. I would love that. Okay, okay. The soccer tournament of it all in Las Vegas. I have 5 children. All 5 of my kids have traveled for one sport or one activity or another. Some of them are make you do what's called play and stay. Stay and play, they call it, where you have to have a certain amount of your team members. Say you've got 10 people on a team, which I know soccer has more, but my kids never did competitive soccer, just like YMCA soccer. Stay and play for volleyball was definitely a thing where a certain percentage of our team had to stay at the same hotel. I can tell you, it was usually not the best hotels. In Las Vegas, I'm trying to think of the name of this. It was not the Venetian. What's one that it wasn't Circus, Las Vegas. I'm going to put in cheap hotel. Imperial? Cheap hotel. Imperial Palace? Does that sound familiar? Gosh, what was the room? We got it on Expedia. When I tell you it was like $79 a night, it was, gosh, which hotel was it? It smelled like smoke. And this was around, gosh, what year would this have been? 2022, 2021? I can't remember. The last few hotel ones we did in Las Vegas. I can't figure out which one it was. It was gross. But anyways, so you don't have the option sometimes to just leave. You have to stay in whatever hotel. But also, all the team wants to be together. Usually the moms and dads want to be together, like you're hanging out. No, it wasn't Lynx or MGM. I feel like Treasure Island? I can't even know. All the things. No, but the Link was the hotel that we stayed at for BravoCon, and it wasn't terrible. I mean, and I'm not your pickiest person. I'm not snotty about hotels. I do not need a $2,000 a night hotel. They're usually smaller. They usually charge for Wi-Fi. They usually charge for parking. There's usually no free breakfast. I go to a $139 a night hotel, maybe not that cheap, $169 a night hotel. There's free parking. There's free Wi-Fi. There's a pool, sometimes an indoor pool. Sometimes there's free breakfast, which is amazing. I mean, Tiffany Chump, we all stayed at the same hotel before. There was a free breakfast at that last one, right? The one in Irvine. What was that one we stayed at? Was it Flamingo or Luxor? Excalibur. That's exactly where it was. Lincoln the Golden got it. Excalibur is the one it was at. It was so gross. And then we had to go to Reno for another one, and that was even grosser. It was very like 1980s. There was these, the carpet was disgusting, but it is what it is. And it gave us something to laugh about. You know what I mean? I know a couple of our moms got out of their rooms and got a different room because there was pubic hairs on the white sheets. So yeah. Yeah, Reno was gross. Which one was it, that one? I can't remember. Gosh. What was the hotel in Reno? I can't remember. Maybe Michelle will know since she lives in Las Vegas. Even Michelle says Reno is a mess. Oh gosh. I mean, and it was with when COVID was on, so they're like playing with the masks, and we had to wear the masks everywhere. So all their pictures had the masks on them. So Red Rock Casino. No, I don't think that's what it was. If you told me the name, I'm going to remember it just like Excalibur. Yeah, someone else's pubes. Trust me. Because a lot of times when we traveled for volleyball, it was just one parent because a lot of us had other kids at home and, we couldn't bring the whole family and let them out of school and all that. So a lot of times it was one parent with one child with their volleyball player in the room. So yeah, there was no one else. It wasn't her husband's pubes. You know what I mean? Ugh, y'all need to blacklight those sheets, Jordy says. Bleh. Okay, so that might have been the thing for the soccer team, but I'm glad that, Carrie had the balls to be like, look, it's 7:00. We're getting a different room. Okay, so I did get to the part where Jeff is talking about spring break. Again, Monroe School must have a 2-week spring break, or that's a common thing in California. I don't know. Here it is 1 week. So my kids have always done public school, so they've always had the same exact spring break. But now when they're away at college, which is not exactly my problem, because to me, that's college. My mom wasn't paying attention to my spring break stuff in college. Now we might have different spring breaks due to colleges and high school. But other than that, they've all had the same. But we get 1 week off. And I'm kind of over spring break. I mean, unless you fly from Houston, unless you fly south and go to a, resort, or unless you fly north and go up to snow, everywhere can be bad weather. You can go to the Florida and it can be cold and windy or rainy. Like spring break, ours is always in March. It is never in April. Like we get a separate time off. We might even get now a 4-day weekend at Easter. We used to get just Good Friday off. I think we get that Monday off now because they realized probably so many people were just not showing up to school anyways. Okay, Mama Judy says 2 weeks of spring break is common in California. I do not need 2 weeks with my children. And if I'm a working parent, I do not need 2 weeks of trying to finagle my kids and keep them entertained. Jeez Louise, you know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Kylo. Is Kylo, forgive me, male or female? Or what's your pronoun, I should say, in 2025? What's your pronoun that you would like? They said, you got a pep back in your step, girl. Happy to see it. Well, thank you. I didn't know the pep was gone, but I very much appreciate you saying that. So, okay, so it is normal. Oh, and they do 2 weeks in October. So y'all do, Tiffany Chump says, my daughter gets 2 weeks for spring break off, and she gets 2 weeks off in October. So a fall break and a spring break. I wonder if your Christmas break, wait, can you even say that anymore? Winter break. I wonder if y'all's winter break is shorter than mine. Kylo is a female. Okay, thank you. I'll say she then. What else? Okay, so Gage. Give me your thoughts on this. I think the reason, so Jeff brings up Gage and says, we'd been getting along well. We were texting. They don't go through that family wizard app anymore that costs money. They just text directly. They'd gone to a doctor's appointment together. They've been communicating about Monroe's nutrition and Monroe's, doctor's appointments, all of that kind of stuff. But lately, he texts Gage over the weekend asking about spring break, saying, hey, where are you going to take Monroe? Because I don't want us to both choose the same place, which absolutely makes sense. I mean, even though she's 8 and should be thrilled to go anywhere, I would want, if I had 2 different daddies, 2 weeks of spring break off, and both of them were going to take me on vacation, I would kind of want a different vacation too. I would want, New York City and then Colorado or Cabo. Where are they going? Cabo or Las Vegas? Oh, my light went off. I need to charge it. Wah, wah, wah. I don't have another light, so I'll just be dark now. Wah, wah, wah. But Gage comes back with something about, you stole the 100,000. I guess he's trying to imply, oh, maybe I don't have enough money to take her on a vacation for spring break because I'm still missing $100,000 from you. So as we know, when Jeff and them were good, Jeff apparently borrowed $100,000 from Gage for like a house project or whatever. Gage says he never paid it back. Jeff also agrees he never paid it back. But also during COVID, Jeff agrees when they were really getting along, and I might be forgetting all my details. This is a years-long process, but you get the idea. Jeff agreed that they were getting along well, and he wanted Monroe to live in the same standards or as similar to his as possible. So he doubled Gage's child support. So I believe, what is his child support? Do y'all remember what it was? Was it like $5,000 a month, which is not crazy money to me for LA? And I don't, one kid, I don't know. So I guess he doubled it to $10,000 for what? A year and a half, 2 years? I don't really know. So then when they were not getting along, Jeff tried to claim that doubling of the child support, that difference should go towards that loan repayment. Now, I'm not in their books. I'm not in their relationship. I'm just a listener, just hearing what they're saying. I've said it before, though. I never agreed that if Jeff voluntarily opted to double the child support so that Monroe could live in a similar lifestyle as him, To me, that is very different than the repayment of $100,000 loan. They're two completely separate things. It is what it is. That's just how I feel. I can have my own opinion. You can have your own opinion. We might disagree. I don't really know. Kay Kitty says they were never married. I don't get it. I don't know why Jeff is supporting him this way. But it was all about Monroe. It was about if he had a swing set at his house, because Gage was living in an apartment. So he actually offered, I think, to give him a down payment for a house. Am I remembering this right? But to me, a loan is very different. And if you are not getting along, which Gage and Jeff are not apparently right now, Gage is not going to agree. Oh yeah, just let that difference be to repay this $100,000 loan. I don't know. Michael Riley has a good suggestion. Buy the swing set, but don't give more money. Yeah. So I don't know. Jet says, if I were Jeff, I would demand an itemized list of what exactly that child support is being used for. But I don't know that anyone can do that. I don't know the rules. I hope I never find out. We have 2 children under the age of 18. So I guess that's the only thing I would get child support for. But trust me, I hope I never find out. I will be calling Sutton if I ever need divorce information, because she seems to have got it. What I know from the radio, as much as I want to support Jeff, I'm just a fan listening. I personally don't feel that optional decision of his on his own to double the child support has anything to do with the $100,000 loan repayment. So I think when they hashed everything out and they had these law courts and all these drama and attorney fees arguing about the child support, the custody, the child support, if they could do activities on their time and all that kind of stuff. When it all boiled down to it, Jeff had to pay his attorney fees until December. So I'm assuming now that it's January 27th, it's fresh that that Gage is now not getting that extra payment that he was doing. So I don't know. I don't know if Gage needs the money. Does he need it? It does seem like he is paying, that Jeff pays for a lot of the stuff for Monroe, like school. I wonder, remember at that one point where Gage was going to use the layaway plan, if you will, that doesn't cost any extra money. There's no reason she would have gone. But Jeff was like, no. If you don't have the money, I'm just going to go ahead and pay it all. That was about a year ago, it seems like. Now it seems like maybe Jeff is just paying all of school, which if he is, he needs to go back and have that adjusted, because if you're paying for 100% of private school, and it was a thing with 50-50, then that should affect your child support, right? I think he does now, but I don't think he was. Jet says Jeff pays Monroe's school and all of her big expenses, doesn't he? So what is the Gage child support going for, so she can have steak dinners? Let's be clear. We know a lot of people that have a divorce and one person makes more than another, which is the case, I'm assuming, with Jeff and Gage. And the child support is way more than you would think that somebody needs to whatever, you know what I mean? Yay, someone agrees with me. Shoes and makeup girl, love your name, says, I agree with you, Sarah, with your point of view. I'm assuming she meant. Oh shoot, what did I do? Oh, hold on, I just changed my colors. No, I like pink. What the hell? Do y'all see purple? All of a sudden my thing went pink or purple, and I've got a circle around me. What the hell? Oh my goodness. Let me fix it. Okay, there we go. But now it's blue. Oh, okay. I want pink. Oh gosh, now I've got to find the right color again. Okay, I'll do that afterwards. But why is my S green? Oh, geez Louise, y'all know I don't like change. Okay, let me show the comments again. Get that off. Okay, well, we've got about 10 minutes. So if anyone wants to join live with me, and I'm going to add it one more time in the comments, just click on that and it will bring you up. It is much easier than chatting in comments. But if no one, I think we're going to stop with the phone calls, I think. Uh-oh. Michael Riley says trouble's coming. The banner is pink, but it's not the same pink that I always had, right? It's stronger. I'll find the right pink again. The K Kitty says the way Jeff spoils Monroe is an entirely different issue altogether. Girl, when she becomes a teenager or even 12, they are in for it if they don't get on board with the parallel parenting and just realize, look, I'm going to do my thing from Monday to Sunday, and you're going to do your thing from the next Monday to Sunday. It is hard enough, as those of us who have been married or are married, raising children together, it is hard enough to agree because we don't always agree. How much are we going to spend on a car? Are we going to let them go to out-of-state college? Are we going to let them buy these jeans? Are we going to let them wear a thong? Are we going to let them get a double ear piercing? Are we going to let them, is their curfew going to be 10 p.m. or midnight? There's so many decisions that parents have to make together that there's compromise. And when Gage and Jeff are totally not getting along, that is going to be terrible for Monroe. And I don't know what the rules are in California, but I think a lot of places at age 14, a child can decide to overrule the custody agreement, and they can decide, oh, I want to spend here 5 days a week. I only want to go to you 2 days a week, or vice versa. I don't know. Is that a thing in California? Laura said the child support for my son ends in March, and I will be so happy not to have to deal with his dad anymore. Yes, the extra money is nice, but co-parenting with a narcissist is really tough. And that makes me sad. Laura, if you don't mind, I'm so curious because if it's ending, I'm assuming that's because your child is turning 18, because I think that's the rule, but I'm not sure. Did y'all agree on how? Okay, I don't want to assume that every family makes the decision to pay for their kids' college. If y'all had talked about that before y'all divorced, is that something that y'all put into the divorce where y'all are going to 50-50, or he's paying 100% or you're paying 100% for college? I'm always so fascinated about the college thing. Mama Judy says, yes, Jet, they are in trouble with that kid. I mean, I think there's a lot of kids. I think should be fine. Gage will use Jeff to every end, Michael Riley says. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I did something where y'all's pictures come up. Is that new? Okay, I did something when I hit the button over there. But I sort of like it, don't y'all? So make sure your profile picture is something that you want. No, I gotta. Yeah, that's cute, isn't it? It's showing up y'all's picture now, which Michael Riley has a picture of his doggy, Charlie. It should be in the divorce that college needs to be paid for. And by whom? Exactly. Because, anyways, I kind of like that. I don't like this bright pink, but I'm not going to, have a heart attack over it. You know what I mean? He has to work, don't you think? I mean, he cannot live on $5,000 a month in LA in Hancock Park. I mean, K Kitty said, well, that's the $1 million question. No one actually does know if Gage works. He said he works. Am I having Ozempic burps? I don't know. I just had a hillbilly sushi, which I'm sort of loving the name, but it's I've shared it on my Instagram and YouTube. It's ham slices, and then you make it go the other way, and then you do cream cheese, whipped cream cheese, a dill pickle if you want, a mozzarella stick if you want. Oh, I forgot the everything but bagel seasoning that I added. And then I cut it, you roll it like sushi, cut it up like sushi, eat it. And then I dipped a little bit in pesto. So good. Such a high protein, easy snack. I don't know. Michael Riley says, what's he hitting Scott up for? How much is he milking him? Oh my gosh. I mean, he might be milking him, but on the wiener, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, I love this. LTD says in Illinois, it's required in a divorce that college is 50-50. Okay, I love that because I don't feel like in this day and age, it's not 200 years ago where at 18, you're off and getting married and you start your career. A lot of kids, not everyone goes to college. A lot of parents make the decision to pay for their kids or make the decision to help with their kids. If you're divorced, that shouldn't just become, oh, never mind. Now it's left to the female. Now it's left to the male. Now it's left to whomever. Like it's not a boy, girl. It's not a mom, dad thing to me. to me, it's not even a who makes more money. If you don't make a lot of money, go get your ass another job, figure it out. I mean, to me, if you get a divorce, you have to figure out, or I wish that parents would figure out in the divorce how they're going to handle college. If they've already decided that neither one can or will help their child with college, then great, it's a non-issue. But if they already knew that they had talked about paying for their kids' college, they got to extend that divorce stuff past age 18, right? Laura says, fun fact, Gage went to the high school that I teach at in Nebraska. Is there a picture of him up? I mean, Scott is pretty cute. Kay Kitty says, Scott is hot. And you're a poet and you didn't even know it. I don't think so. It's only $5,000. That is not paying for his rent. That is not paying for his gas. It's not paying for car insurance. It's not paying for his, what's that brand of clothes that he loves? Oh, geez. What's the brand he loves? He does dress nice. Anyways. Should I put wiener on some merch? Jean Marie says, whenever Sarah says wiener, it makes me laugh. I mean, oh, that's one of the lines somebody said in the Facebook group, gonorrhea of the wiener. I'm not putting that on there. Anyways. Did we talk about 90 Day Fiance or did I switch over that? Did I talk about 90 Day? It made me think of wiener and gonorrhea because of what's his face on 90 Day. Anyways, 90 Day part 3 last night. Vanya cried. It really made me sad. Josco videoed her without her permission while they were having some sexy time. Now, she found out about it and he deleted it, but that really disappointed me because I thought he was a nice guy. I do think he is making the right decision in the fact that, he lives where he lives and she lives in Orlando, but he has a son. And he was basically saying, look, when I left Orlando to go visit her, my son cried the whole time with my mom and dad. He said, I was not ready for that. Like, I realized I've got to put my child first. And so hopefully he'll find someone in where's he at? Croatia. And hopefully she'll find someone in Orlando. But it really made me sad that he took advantage of her and made her feel used when she finally broke her celibacy of like 6 years or something. She's a beautiful woman. So anyways, Yvonne Gal says, I forgot about gonorrhea the wiener. I do think so. Mama Judy says, but if one spouse has way more money, they should pay more. I agree. And I'm not in that situation. I'm not divorced. I'm not going through a divorce, but my husband is the one that works, right? I didn't work for almost all of our 24 years of marriage at all. I didn't sell Tupperware. I wasn't an MLM. I didn't do anything to make money. Okay. So I do agree. If kids are raised in a certain lifestyle, if a family divorces and still someone's income is really high, I would like to see them love their children more than they hate their ex in order to do whatever to keep those children living in a very similar lifestyle. Like just because someone gets a divorce, they're not living in, an unsafe area where they used to live in a home with, security to get them. You know what I mean? Yes. Yes, Queen. Christina says, can we get a simple Chumpette shirt? The good news about the person that is making my merch, she has all access to all different brands, more inexpensive t-shirts, more expensive. They're only like $1 or $2 different. So, but the V-neck, the women's cut, the crew neck, so many options of things. So she is going to build my website, my merch website with all sorts of options and colors, fonts. So you can say, you know what? I like that in green, but I wish the font was black. I think she can do it. So I think she can do some little custom stuff. So I don't know when it starts. Yvonne Gal says, when does the merch start? ChumpCon is coming. She is the same person that makes all the Jeff Lewis merch. So she works very closely with Todd. So all of that ChumpCon merch is coming out very soon. So she's got a lot of work to do with that, which, and she does a lot of things. This is her job. So she does a lot of merch for her community. So she doesn't just do Jeff Lewis merch, but she is also going to do mine. Yes, I did. I think we talked about that on Friday. Jet says, did you catch on the video of the commercial break where Jeff said that he liked Elizabeth Vargas, but she was too hard to follow and she was all over the place? Yeah, I did hear him say that. So I'm curious if she'll come back or not. You know what I mean? Wow. Okay, that's 4 years. Tea with Tambo says, I've been practicing celibacy. Now, how do you practice it? Like, do you date and just choose not to have sex? Or if you got married, I mean, this is a deep question. If you got married, if you dated someone 6 months, would you have sex? Like, is your vibrator have a lot of batteries? Do you have a really good spray in your shower? Tiva Tambo says, I've been practicing celibacy since 2021. It's getting tiresome too. I would think the lack of emotional and physical intimacy is what you would be craving, and a relationship. But I guess you can't be in a relationship all the time. Like, it doesn't work out if it doesn't work out. Can't, make a relationship happen. Anyways, that was deep. Okay, well, we are going to wrap things up. Thank you so much for joining live. We do this every weekday at 4 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube. Obviously, it goes up immediately as a replay. So if you miss something, you can also see all the comments that were live. Just hit on YouTube the live chat button, and all the comments will pop up as they were live. It also goes up as a podcast everywhere you get your podcast. It's Sarah from Texas. So I don't know how to do the group Zoom. What would tell me more about what y'all want about the group Zoom? Because Yvonne Gal says, are you still working on the group Zoom for us? Sarah in London, amazing Sarah, has offered to help me with the technology part of that. I think I know what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm doing the subscriber ask me anything on Instagram. So, but there's no way to see y'all just want to see each other? Because I think a lot of Zooms people, oh, Sarah says, I'll email you about the Zoom. Thank you, girlfriend. See, yes, isn't that new where the pictures are popping up on the comments? Do y'all see that? I love that. And also, do you like this color of pink, this brighter pink, or do you like that bubblegum pink that I've been using? The bubblegum pink is more the title there. I mean, that's not exactly bubblegum, but then this is like a brighter, darker pink. Anyways. Yvonne Gal says, we could put more faces to usernames. I need a warning so I don't look like a mess. Well, the Instagram live is every Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. So, and you can come up on that and do that. So I don't want to do Patreon. I just don't want to, I can't dip my hand in one more thing. It's like, I've got Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and I mean, it's like, it's a lot. I don't know how to put your picture on. Somebody help Mama Judy figure out how to put her picture on, because right now it's just a J. I'm assuming if you go under edit profile or something, maybe it lets you upload a picture. Y'all like the new pink? Okay, I think I'll leave it. Anyways, okay, I will see y'all tomorrow, same place, same time. Thank you so much. Again, if you're listening as a replay, please go down on my podcast and hit the 5-star rating and review, or make a comment. It's all free. So when you take a second to like the thumbs up on the YouTube, make a comment, all of that helps with my engagement. Make sure you're subscribed to me. I really appreciate it, because I do love what I'm doing, but it is a lot of hard work and time and energy. So I'd really appreciate if you would take 2 seconds and help me out with that. Thank you. See y'all tomorrow. Oh, y'all like the blue too. I know. Now I want to play around with all the colors.